There's this idea that you have to remove toxic people from your life. If I got rid of all the toxic people out of my life, I would be friendless. It's like, name one person that is completely non-toxic. People already feel lonely enough as it is. Now you want to get rid of every toxic person in your life. Sometimes my mum refers to Jewish people as Jews, okay? And she doesn't mean anything by it, but she says it and it sounds awful. Now I have to cut them out of my life. I have to go and see Avatar 2 by myself. What are you trying to say, Rowan?
I don't wanna go to work, I'd rather see you. I don't wanna go to sleep, I'd rather kiss you. And I don't wanna go home if you're not there. And I don't wanna go to work, it's not fair.
If you're coming into 2023 and you are still COVID free, what's wrong with you? Do you not have friends that care about you, loved ones that want to see you and be around you? It's not a badge of honor. You have not received COVID-19. Grow up. Go see someone. Go hang out. It is obscene, the idea that you have not yet been touched by COVID-19. It's like, you're like those people who still have a flip phone, and not because they're just trying to focus and, like, you know, believe social media is bad. Just come into the future with all of us, because we're not free until everyone's got it. God bless me. Oh.
Rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Oh, rock my soul.
I reckon people don't pray as much as they say they do. Like, you're sitting in church, there's a guy up on stage, he's like, he's praying to the Lord this morning, and you're like, were you? Or did you just have like a thought as you rolled out of your bed and had a shower and you were like, I'm going to say, I prayed this. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's, I don't know. But I need to get better with my prayer life. Like, I would like to pray more. For me, it's like quick little prayers like throughout my day. I don't know who invented that. I think that's like the biggest, I mean, like, people are like, yeah, God cares even when you just like shoot out little prayer. Yeah, but also every now and then he'd like to sit down and have dinner with me. Do you know what I mean? Like, Nike have changed their slogan. It's no longer just do it now. There was this like campaign they were running called "A Run Makes a Bad Day Better." And I was like, well, the survivors of the Boston Marathon probably disagree. Sorry. I get what they mean. Like, obviously, like going for a run is like endorphins. It makes you feel better. Sure. Right. But a run can also make a great day worse. The best day of my life was my wedding day, and that's because neither me nor my wife ran. Like, we stayed, you know. It was also incredible because it was the first time I'd seen my friend Dennis since his accident. Like, a few months before we got married, like he was in a car accident and he was paralyzed from the waist down. Our wedding day was like the first time that I'd seen him since that happened, so it was like super special. And I mean, I remember going to the hospital to like see Dennis, and I just happened to be there in the room when the doctor told him that he'd never walk again. And I just remember like just like crying with him, like, because what else do you do when you're with your friend and he hears that news? Like, we just cried, and I just remember he like looked up at me, like tears just in his eyes, and he was like, bro, like I can't imagine this day getting any worse. And I just said, Dennis, like, do you know what makes a bad day better?
I ask my love to take a walk, just a little walk, down this side where the water's full, down by the bank of the Ohio.
I have have my limits when it comes to Melbourne weather, because it's just like drizzly and rainy all the time. And at first I loved it. I'll just watch a bit of Netflix, I'll chill, I'll eat some nice food, you know, it'll be great. I started to finish all of Netflix, and so I was like, that's fine, I'll go to Disney Plus. Then I got through Disney Plus and I was like, wow, this is getting insane. And then I went through binge, started binge. Like, it's crazy to call binge, you know. That's like if there was a drug called overdose, you know, like if McDonald's released a burger called type 2 diabetes. Like, they're calling it binge. Like, they want you to do what you're not supposed to do with it. But that's Australia. Just call it what it is. Straightforward, to the point, no mucking about. Anyway, I digress. I was talking about Melbourne weather.
I don't wanna go to work, I'd rather see you. I don't wanna go to sleep, I'd rather kiss you. And I don't wanna go home if you're not there. And I don't wanna go to work, it's not